How many pizzas did you make? 2.
So for our ingredients, we have, of course, the pizza dough. I have video on how to make your own pizza dough. I'm going to link that as well, either here or in the description box, so check that out. Then we have our pizza sauce. In the video for chicken barbecue pizza, we used barbecue sauce. So today we're using the pizza sauce. And because this is a pepper steak pizza, we have the peppers. So I don't have the green bell pepper, but you have that, you can use. You can also add, like you can use 3 types of bell peppers or 2 like I'm going to do. Then we have black, fresh black pepper, and we have salt. And for the cheese, I'm using mozzarella. The brand I'm using is cinnamon cheese, but there's also, I think, Happy Cow. If you're in Kenya, that works as well. We also have 3 cloves of garlic that we're going to use on the steak. And then for the steak, we are using, this is topside steak, and it's a bit thick, and we're going to use it like that. It's a lean cut of meat, so there's just a bit of fat on there, but yeah, it cooks really fast, and I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Since we already have our dough ready, we're going to start working on the steak to cook it fast a bit before now we assemble the pizza and we bake it in the oven. So first we are going to start by seasoning our steak, and we're going to use a black pepper and salt. If you don't have the fresh peppercorns, you can use the black pepper powder. So we're going to start by that. So we're just going to sprinkle the salt all over liberally, and then we'll grind the black pepper on top. So I've added some oil in our pan, and now we just want to heat up the oil and make sure that our pan and our oil are super hot until the oil is smoking a bit before we add the steak, because we want to have that sizzle sound when we when the steak hits the pan. So I don't know if you can tell, but my kitchen is full of smoke because of the steak. But anyway, so now our steak is ready, and now we're just going to cover it loosely with the foil and let it rest before we slice into it. The reason being, if you slice into it right now, all the juices are going to run out, and you're going to end up with dry steak, and we do not want that. So cover, and because we've cooked it for a total of 8 minutes, that was 4 minutes per side, we're going to let it rest for the same amount of time before we cut into it. Okay, so we'll put this aside, and then now we can start slicing our peppers ready, and I think I'll add an onion just to add flavor, and then we can move to rolling the dough and assembling our pizza. So our vegetables are ready. So now we want to grate our cheese. I know there are people who cut the cheese into chunks, but I prefer grating because it's easier to evenly spread it on the pizza. Okay, so our cheese is grated, and now the next step, I want to cook our vegetables just a bit, just frying them on the same pan that we cooked the steak, just to add more flavor to the peppers and the onions, instead of us just using them when they're raw on the pizza like that. I feel like this step also adds more flavor to the pizza. So let's do that. So after rolling our dough, I'm just using this makeshift sufuria lid, and we're going to place our rolled dough on, but you can use the oven tray. So I have dusted the lid with some maize flour. Oops. And then we're going to use a fork to just prick the dough all over to prevent it from rising. Next, we're going to apply some oil first before we apply the pizza sauce, and this is just to prevent the pizza base from getting soggy. So I'm using olive oil, and this is the cheap stuff, but if you don't have olive oil, you can use vegetable oil. Yeah, then now we're going to start with the pizza sauce, and then I usually, after the sauce, I usually like adding the cheese, then the toppings, then more cheese, then we bake it in the oven. Pizza bakes very, very fast, so ideally you're supposed to bake it at the highest temperature. So I'm baking it at 200 degrees for about 10 to 15 minutes at most. Even 15 is a lot because this is a very thin dough, and everything else is already cooked. So we just want the cheese to melt, then our pizza will be ready. We have to do a taste test, guys. So hot. You guys have to make this pizza. I'm not even able to talk properly clearly, but it's so good. Thank you for watching this video. Please don't forget to subscribe and like the video, and of course watch the ads because it supports my channel. Until next time, bye.